Thank you for joining this lesson. We're going to continue with the Kapsabet High School Mock, Paper 2 Mathematics, and we shall handle Session 2, whereby we will start with number 17, a question in probability. Remember to subscribe to our channel and to also share the link with friends. We are told that in a science class, 2/3 of the class are boys and the rest are girls. 80% of the boys and 90% of the girls are right-handed. The probability that the right-handed student will break a test tube in any session is 1 out of 10, and that for the left-handed student is 3 out of 10, regardless whether boy or girl. Draw a tree diagram to represent this information. Therefore, we're going to start with the student being either a boy or a girl. And a boy is 2/3, which means a girl is 1/3. Then after that, 80% of the boys and 90% of the girls are right-handed. So for the boy, we can have right-handed or left, and for the girls, we can also have right or left-handed. Right-handed for the boys, 80%, which means there is a 20% left-handed. Then here it is 90% of the girls. So 90% of the girls, which means only 10 for the girls are left-handed. Next, now there is a probability of breaking a test tube, and the probability that right-handed student will break a test tube in a session is 1 over 10. So the right-handed can break a test tube or not. So breaking a test tube for the right-handed is 1 over 10, which means it is 9 over 10 not to break. Whether a boy or a girl can break or break not, which means this is 1 over 10, the 9 out of 10. But the left-handed have a probability of breaking a test tube, which is 3 out of 10. So the left-handed can break or break not, but breaking for them is 3 out of 10. 3 over 10, which means not breaking will be 7 over 10, whether a boy or a girl. So the other side, we can also have breaking or breaking not. So breaking is 3 out of 10. 3 out of 10. So not breaking could be 7 over 10. 7 over 10 for the left-handed. So this is the tree diagram with all the possible outcomes. Let's look at the questions which come after this. We are told to find the probability using the tree diagram that a student chosen at random from the class is left-handed. So we can choose a boy and left-handed, or probability of picking a girl who is left-handed. A boy is 2 out of 3, and a boy being left-handed, picking a boy and left-handed is 20 over 100. 20 over 100, because it is 20% of them. Or a girl, and a girl being left-handed is I think 10. Yeah, 10%. So 10 out of 100. 10 out of 100. Therefore, the probability of picking a left-handed student is going to be 2/3 multiplied by 20% plus 1/3 multiplied by 10%. This is going to be 1 over 6. The next question is a test tube is broken by a left-handed student. A student who is left-handed breaks a test tube. Therefore, a test tube to be broken by a left-handed student is now the probability of picking a left-handed student and he breaks a test tube, which is 3 over 10. 3 over 10 to any cases. So left-handed student can either be a boy who is left-handed, then breaking a test tube is 3 over 10 for the left-handed. Let me confirm. Breaking a test tube for the left-handed. For the left-handed is 3 over 10, yeah. 3 out of 10. It can be a girl, so a third. 10% breaking is 3 over 10. So that is the probability that a left-handed student, which can either be a boy or a girl, breaks a test tube. This is going to be 2 over 3 times 20% times 3 out of 10, or a third times 10 over 100 times 3 out of 10. This is going to give us 1 out of 20. 1 out of 20. A test tube is broken by a right-handed student. Test tube is broken by a right-handed student. So the right-handed student can either be a boy, so we can pick a boy, and a boy being right-handed is 80%, and a right-handed student breaking a test tube is 7. Right-handed student breaking a test tube. Right-handed student, the probability that right-handed student will break a test tube is 1 over 10. So 1 out of 10, which means we're going to add a girl being right-handed, which is 90%, and breaking a test tube is 1 over 10. This is what we are going to solve. So we shall have 2 out of 3 times 80% times 1 out of 10, or a third times 90% times 1 out of 10 times 1 out of 10. So this is going to be 1 out of 12. 1 out of 12. Then finally, a test tube is not broken in any session. A test tube is not broken in any session. So not breaking a test tube, not breaking a test tube is going to be not breaking can either be this one, or this one, or this one. So we have 4 options of not breaking a test tube, which can be either 2/3 times 80%. Not breaking is 9 out of 10, or probability 2/3 right being left and still breaking, which is 7 over 10. Yeah, not breaking, plus a third being right-handed and not breaking, 9 over 10, or finally a girl left-handed and breaking, which is not breaking, that is 7 over 10, because we wanted probability test tube is not broken. So all the options ending with not broken are going to count. Now we shall have 2 out of 3 times 80% times 9 out of 10, or 2/3 times 20% times 7 out of 10, or a third times 90% times 9 out of 10, or finally a third times 10% times 7 out of 10. This is going to give us 13 out of 15. 13 out of 15.